Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tinted and this is Beauty. In this video, we're going to be playing around with some makeup products from Mliani, some old, some new. The star of this video is the Mliani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. This one is the medium to deep. They launched two different color stories. One was light to medium. This one is medium to deep. I do wish they had one more that was kind of in the middle, but the palette is beautiful. I don't know, for some reason I was thinking it was bigger when I saw it in the pictures, but this is what the cover looks like, and this is what the color story looks like. You have two blushes, these three and other eyeshadows, a highlighter, and a bronzer. So basically everything you need is in here, and the tones. I think this is really, really beautiful. You guys know I love a really rich rosy berry type of color story, so I'm definitely looking forward to putting this one on my eyelids. I've already done primer, foundation, and my brows. My primer is the Full Spectrum Matte Ambition one. This is from Covergirl, and then my foundation is the Mliani Screen Queen foundation. I've actually ordered another one of these, so I have it in backup. I absolutely love this foundation. I think it is beautiful for oily skin tones, and it just looks so skin-like. Absolutely love it. Plus it has like a blue light filter, which is supposed to block blue lights from electronic devices. I don't know if it does that or not. The finish, the wear time, absolutely beautiful. This one is in deep tan. The brow pencil that I'm using today is from Joah. This is the Precision Brow Pencil. You will have seen this one in my full face of Joah. I do like the pencil itself. The shade is a little bit off, but the actual pencil I really do like. The only thing I haven't done yet is concealer and powder, and the reason is because I have a new under eye corrector from Mliani that I want to try. This one is the Peach Tinted Under Eye Brightener. As you guys know, I absolutely love the under eye corrector from Becca. Becca announced they were going into business in September. I did order two backups. I do have two backups of the under eye corrector. I have been trying to find a substitute alternative for it, mainly because of the price and because it's like $32. So I've been trying to find a less expensive alternative, but now because we're going into business and I won't be able to have access to it, so I thought I'd give this one a try. Let me see what the texture of this one is like. So this one is definitely not going to be a thick, rich cream like the one from Becca is. As you can see, it's more liquidy. Well, let's see how that works underneath my eyes. I'm just going to take the little bit I have on the back of my hand and just slowly dab it under the eyes. And just kind of blend it out and see if I see any correction happening. First of all, it is extremely thin and lightweight, so it's not as thick as the one from Becca. It's not as rich. That's okay. I'm seeing a little bit of correction. I'm seeing a little bit of brightness. I'm going to add just a little bit more and blend that out and then go ahead and put my concealer over it. So far, I'm not seeing a lot of correcting. I do see a little bit of brightness, but not a lot of correcting. Definitely not going to be a replacement for that Becca one, but this one. But the concealer I'm going to be using is the Mliani Conceal and Perfect. This is one of my absolute favorite concealers. A little bit around my nose, a little bit on my chin. Ironically, while I love the Conceal, was this Conceal and Perfect concealer, I think it goes on so smooth, covers really well. I don't really get much creasing with this one throughout the day. The foundation itself, I do not like. It was so thick on my skin and it showed like all of my texture. I did not like it. I switched out my bulbs and went ahead and put in my really bright cool bulbs that I had bought for filming. I haven't actually used those in a while just to see how they would look with the ring light, and actually I think they look pretty good. I think they actually looks better than my other ring light did. So far, I'm kind of liking this lighting setup. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go off camera and set with powder. I'm going to use the Believe Beauty Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to set my face and then come back and we'll throw on this face palette. I am very, very excited about this. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is throw on my Mliani Eyeshadow Primer. I find this to be a really, really nice base for eyeshadow. It sets down really nicely, but leaves a slight tacky base, and the shadows just blend over it so nicely. All right, while that is setting down, I'm going to go ahead and do blush and highlight. So I'm definitely going to do the matte blush. There's a matte and a shimmer. So I'm going to do the matte blush, and then we're going to dive into the highlighter. Definitely looks like it has a lot of pigment. Definitely a rich, deep shade. This is really, really going to look nice on deeper skin tones. If you are a medium skin tone, it could possibly be too deep, That's what I was saying, that I wish that they had one that was kind of in the middle. But that is beautiful. The tone of that is gorgeous. I love a rich, deep berry tone blush. That is beautiful. One thing I'm noticing is that even though it's a matte blush, there is a slight glow underneath, but it looks really, really beautiful. All right, now let's dive into the highlight. It's a really, really rich, deep gold. Hopefully it won't be like too deep on me. I do love a beautiful bronzy gold though, so let's go ahead and start laying that down. Oh, that is definitely a deep gold. Yeah, this palette is supposed to be medium to deep, but if you are a medium, you're going to really have to go light-handed with this, because these are some rich shades and they're beautiful. This is the perfect palette, the perfect rich formula for deep skin tones, which is what we need. It's nice to see brands when they have products that work for those deeper skin tones. You know, and Milani's products are made for, you know, skin tones of all shades, from fair all the way to deep. It's very, very smooth. I do like the formula. It's just a little deep. It might not be the one that I will go for daily, but it's beautiful. Now let's dive into the eyeshadows. I actually have a new eye brush set that I'm going to be using today. This is from AOA Studios. There are, I think, 10 brushes in here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 10 brushes, and it's just a set of different size, of different types. You have blending brushes, crease brushes. I got this because mainly I needed the different crease brushes. They have like crease brushes of different sizes and stuff. When you have small eyes like mine, small detail brushes like this make a difference in applying your shadow. Somehow, I don't know how, I accidentally double ordered this set, so whoever won my giveaway, you're going to have a nice surprise. This little set is in your little goodie package as well. All right, so let's go ahead and throw on these shadows. There are only 3 in here. I might throw in the bronzer in the look, because you guys know I don't really bronze, so this may go in there. I may do this one in the crease and then do this on the outer corner. But let's go ahead and start with the lighter, beautiful kind of a taupey golden coffee shade right there, and I'm going to use one of my bigger blending brushes in this collection to blend that out. So I have a little bit of shadow on this E127 blending brush. This is a really big fluffy brush. I'm just going to use this to just kind of lay these shadows down. These brushes are really, really soft. That's a very pretty shade. It's blending out really nicely. Took the kids to the park yesterday. There weren't like a whole lot of people there, and the weather was just really, really nice. I think it was like 55, 56. And then we went and tried out checked out a new farmer's market that I didn't even know was here. Now I'm going to take the bronze shade on this E130 crease brush, and I'm going to use the bronze shade to go in the crease. It is a beautiful bronzer. I think it would look gorgeous on medium to deep skin tones. That's beautiful. That's a gorgeous tone. I might give it a try as a bronzer, but as you guys know, bronzing and contouring is not usually my thing. But that's beautiful. I barely had to do anything to blend that out. This brush is blending really, really nicely too. When you have little bitty eyes like mine, one cannot have enough smaller detailed crease brushes. The farmer's market that we usually go to is the one on Winchester. I actually featured it in my second vlog, but apparently there is a bigger one that's out in Cordova, which is about 25-30 minutes from us. So we went and checked that one out. That one has like a little coffee shop in the front, which is really cute. It's bigger than the one on Winchester. It's nicer. It is like in a little nicer, fancier part of town. But as far as like what we can find there, wasn't really that much of a difference from the one on Winchester. So we will definitely go back out there and check it out again. But the one that we'll most likely go to the most is the one that we go to now, which is one on Winchester. All right, now I'm going to take the deep, rich shade, the darkest one in the eyeshadow, and I'm going to put that onto the outer corner, and then I'm going to blend in or put the shimmer over it. This one is the E128. It's kind of a more pointed crease brush. I'm going to use that to just lay down this deeper shade. This one actually has a deep berry undertone to it. That's pretty. I tell you, one thing I'm noticing about these shades is I'm not getting any fallout. I have yet to actually have any fallout on my face. That is really nice. And these shadows are blending very, very nicely. These brushes are blending really well too. That is a gorgeous, deep, rich, berry tone shade. Wow. I am very, very happy about how this looks coming out. I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that first brush. I just want to blend everything out on the top. This is a nice blending brush, but it's almost too soft. I wish it was just a little bit, had a little bit more firmness to it. It's nice to like fluff things on though, when you don't really need to do much detail. Now I'm going to take this E129 flat shader brush and we're going to go into the shimmer in the middle here and lay that down. It's a really pretty peachy tone to it. It looks like it has. So we're just going to go ahead and lay this down. Oh, that's pretty. That's actually a lot deeper than I was thinking. Do you see that? On the eye, it's this really deep coppery shade. Like in the palette though, it looks a lot lighter in tone, like it has a really pretty light peachy tone to it. But on the eye, wow, this is going to look fantastic on deeper skin tones. Wow, that is beautiful. And it's smooth, it's shiny. Looks like there's like little tiny bits of micro glitter in it, but it's just so fine that, oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm gonna take a little bit more of the shade on this. This is the E133 liner brush, and I'm just gonna line my lower lash line with this. I'm gonna try to stay close to my lash line. I just want to add a little something down there and just to kind of smoke it out a little bit. I'm liking this little brush. It's actually the shadow is going exactly where I want it to go. It's allowing me to be really precise with where I laid that shade down. I'm going to take this cream gel liner from Colourpop. This was from the Hocus Pocus collection. It is called Sistas. I'm going to throw that into my lower waterline real quick. Like the beautiful coppery tones in this pencil go nicely with this look. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to throw on my liner, my lashes, my lips, and then we'll come back and we'll do some final thoughts on both the under eye corrector and the face palette. The liner and lashes are done. The lashes that I'm wearing today are from Mliani. These are the Wispy Natural, so they're like long and fluffy. My eyeliner is from AOA. This is the Artista liner in black. I line my lips with the Saint Luxe lip liner in Love Letter. This actually came in one of my BoxyCharm boxes. It's a really, really nice lip liner. And my lip color is from Joah. It is the TMI Velvet Lip Color. This is the first time that I'm using this one. This shade is in WYD. What you doing? This is part of my Joah haul. That video should have already gone up before this one. It says it's a velvet lip color. It feels very velvety. It's almost gel-like. Very, very comfortable, very smoothing. It also had like a slight tingle. I don't know if that means that it's plumping or not, but it feels amazing on my lips. I'm interested in seeing if it dries down and what the wear time is like. But let's go ahead and dive into the Mliani all around inclusive palette here. First of all, the Tinted Under Eye Brightener, the peach one. I will say I do see brightness. It has smoothed it out a little bit. I don't see as much creasing under my eyes as I do normally. As far as like correcting, I don't think it did much of that, but it did smooth and hydrate under my eyes. So far, I do like the finish. Now for the main star of this video, the all-inclusive eye, cheek, and face palette. This palette was absolutely beautiful. I do not have the light to medium one, so I can't tell you what those shades will look like on, someone of my skin tone, or whether or not they may be too light or dark on a lighter skin tone. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have that one. I just went ahead and I just grabbed this one. But this color story is beautiful. The shadow formula, absolutely gorgeous. All the formulas and finishes in here were so beautiful. Everything went on very smooth. It blended so nicely. The only thing is that in this palette, as far as my skin tone, the highlight was a little bit deep, and the shimmer shadow in the middle. In the palette, it looks like it's a lighter, brighter, medium peachy tone, but on, as you can see, it is a really deep, rich copper tone. It doesn't look anything on the eyes what it looked like in the pan. It's an absolutely beautiful tone though. If you are deeper in skin tone, this is going to look absolutely gorgeous on your skin. This palette all around was definitely a hit. This will probably be in my favorites of the month. I absolutely loved it. Honorable mention, guys, these brushes were so nice. And like I said, the whole set was only $10 on Shop Say. So if you're looking for some nice eye brushes that do the job, don't cost a lot of money, definitely look at grabbing this set. So if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe and join my little family if you're not already subscribed. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos that may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Be safe, guys. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.